I'm kind of obsessed with liminal spaces. Liminal spaces are defined as transitional spaces that are often empty, abandoned, or in between two places. Hotel hallways, office spaces, there's pools, yards, and neighborhoods, and then there's things like this, like the MTA would be a perfect example for a liminal space. They can be physical, emotional, or metaphorical, and can invoke feelings of eeriness or discomfort. And I don't know if I can find a real liminal space, but I sure can try. Now, I do live in New York City, so the MTA and the subway system is not too far away from me. So I decided to go out and see if I could shoot my very own liminal space. All I had to do was find an entrance that felt eerie, worn down, or just different. And I think I found one. How often do you see an elevator door on the sidewalk? The door almost seemed like it didn't work, and I started to pace as I waited for signs of operation. As the elevator approached ground level and the doors opened, a weird sensation took over me as I stepped inside. With true liminal spaces, and according to the lore, this is the last time you'll ever see reality. The doors reopened to the end of a very odd hallway. The elevator immediately went to ground level after I got out, so I kept taking turns and walking through doors and finding big open hallways with barely anybody in it. After stepping into one of the main areas, I saw people dressed in black with black backpacks walking in different directions. Strapped to the pillars, there was surveillance equipment, possibly collecting data of the passers-by and the directions they head. This place is built like a maze, with almost every direction having a sign saying that it's going to take you to the railroad or the subway. And after trying several different directions, I was now in the MTA's subway system, and the atmosphere as I walked through the doorway felt like it changed. Now, this is just a myth, and it's a story that's shared on the internet, but for just a moment, it felt real. I hopped on a train and headed home. This is something that I'm actually genuinely interested in and get intrigued by. There's games about it and stuff, but what I found really fun about this video today is using like the ominous music and talking about the space and the details I was seeing. Like the surveillance equipment was really weird. Everybody wearing black with bags and like feeling like they were all scattering or like going straight to where they need to go, while I was just in this space, not really knowing where to go. Signage was everywhere saying everything, just making it feel like with every turn, I felt like I was getting deeper and deeper and getting lost in this space. But I did eventually find my way back into the subway through an odd entrance that I had never seen before that didn't really seem like it was connected to the street at all, like most entrances are. It just kind of felt like this huge hallway, and all the winds and turns that I took led to the subway, which was incredibly weird, with these spaces being like brand new feeling and clean and open and white. Like it just added to this eeriness that I was feeling that just made it feel really uncomfortable, even though it just was an okay place to be in. I'm sure that there are so many spaces like this in this city, so if you're somebody that lives in the city and or knows about more spaces like this, I'd love to explore them and just kind of see how those feelings like come back to me, because like it really felt like I just like tripped and I was immediately transported into a space where I was kind of trapped there. And the satisfaction of going back to a real place where I felt like I was around real people, it did feel really incredibly weird to experience that. And so today's video, I'm playing around with just an ordinary space and making it into a liminal space with music, tone, ambience, all of that. So I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and it's a daily challenge, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.